Hi there, my name's Carolyn. No doubt you've heard about the Buddhist monks who are walking across the United States right now. They are nearing the end of their journey. And I wanted to share with you today a little bit about the mission behind their walk and thoughts on how we can honor the legacy of what they are doing after their walk concludes. And what I want to do is read to you from a blog post that I posted last week, a little bit of the background, and then again, also, like I said, what we can do to continue this movement of peace across the world. So here we go. On October 25, 2025, a group of 24 Buddhist monks set out from Fort Worth, Texas, on a 120-day, 2,300-mile pilgrimage to Washington, D.C. Their intention was simple and profound: to elevate peacefulness in a nation roiling in discord. They described their mission this way, quote, "Rooted in both spiritual devotion and civic purpose, the Walk for Peace seeks to remind Americans that peace is not a destination. It is a practice. As the nation faces challenges of division, mental health crises, and conflict both at home and abroad, this pilgrimage offers a simple yet profound message. Peace begins within the heart of each person and extends outward to families, communities, and the nation as a whole." End quote. Each day begins before sunrise. Because the monks have taken a vow of poverty, they rely entirely on generosity for food and shelter. Around midday, they stop for their single daily meal, a shared buffet of offerings from people along the way. Often it is well past sundown before they rest. They have slept in churches, community centers, fire stations, and schools. Early in the journey, before word of their walk had spread, they pitched tents when no shelter was available. Some monks began the journey barefoot, but when winter storms arrived, supporters provided boots to protect their feet from frostbite. A peace walk is a form of walking meditation. With each step, the monks focus on their breath moving in and out of their lungs. They feel the heel touch the earth, their weight shift forward, and the toes press off the ground. Their bodies move, but their awareness remains centered and calm. Most importantly, they continually recommit to the intention of cultivating peace. Despite blistered feet, sleet so thick it obscures their vision, and the strain of long, unforgiving days, they hold peace, even when strangers shout harsh words at them. They practice peace, even after 2 monks were hospitalized following an automobile accident that resulted in one losing his leg. Through their perseverance, they demonstrate that peace is a discipline formed through adversity. In doing so, they invite us to awaken our own compassion and inner harmony, no matter the challenges we face. Leading the procession is the Venerable Bhikkhu Panakara, a former Motorola engineer and now vice president of a Vipassana Bhavana Center in Texas. Walking behind him are monks from Texas, Kentucky, and Virginia, as well as from France, Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, and India. Panakara has led other peace walks, including a 112-day trek across India in 2022. During that journey, a stray dog began following the monks. They named him Uluka, meaning divine light in Sanskrit. When Panakara later came to the United States, he brought Uluka with him. Except for a brief stay at a veterinary clinic to repair a torn ligament, Uluka has accompanied the monks throughout this pilgrimage. Early on day 101 of the walk, my daughter and I stood along a roadside in Virginia to watch the monks pass. A week of sub-freezing temperatures after a severe snow and ice storm meant that we waited for nearly 2 hours on an uneven bank of ice, our feet growing numb. The discomfort was a small but powerful reminder of what the monks endure daily. Later that day, my husband and I waited another 2 hours outside Randolph-Macon College, the monks' designated overnight stop. In line ahead of us was a Tai Chi master and healer who had driven in from a city over an hour away. Behind us was a family of 3 who had flown in from Wisconsin. People from different paths, practices, and places, drawn together by a shared longing for peace. During his hour-long talk to a crowd of 2,000 attendees, Panakara explained that peace in the world begins with peace in the heart of each person. He described simple practices for cultivating inner calm, caring for your physical body, keeping your living space tidy, and anchoring the mind in intention. He recommended writing, "Today is my peaceful day," every morning and speaking it aloud throughout the day. When peacefulness begins to slip, he advised returning to the breath. With practice, he said, we learn to respond with kindness and compassion, even in difficult moments. If someone throws a rock at you, pick it up and add it to your rock collection. If someone yells at you, smile and wish them well. What is Buddhism? The monks belong to the Theravada tradition, the oldest school of Buddhism. Other traditions include Tibetan, Zen, and Pure Land. While Buddhism is practiced as a religion in many parts of the world, it is also at its core a practical guide for living, one that can exist along any faith tradition. The foundation of Buddhist teaching is the Four Noble Truths. Here is my personal interpretation based on my study and reflection. Noble truth number 1, life isn't perfect. Life moves in rhythms, rising and falling, expanding and contracting. I once heard it compared to a wagon wheel rolling along a rutted road. Sometimes we are at the top of the wheel, and sometimes we are buried in the mud. This is a universal human experience. Noble truth number 2, suffering deepens when we cling. We suffer more when we cling to good memories and resist difficult ones. The only way to stay at the apex of the wheel is if life stops moving forward. So when we learn to see the low points as part of a larger unfolding, we move through them with greater ease. Noble truth number 3, there is a way to reduce suffering. Life can be made gentler through conscious practices. And noble truth number 4, those practices form the Eightfold Path. So here are the 8 tenets along the Eightfold Path. And they might vary a little bit according to tradition, but the concepts at their core are the same. Number 1, right view, seeing things as they are and not as we wish them to be. Number 2, right intention, acting because it is right and not because we expect a reward. Number 3, right speech, refraining from gossiping, lying, or saying unkind words. Number 4, right action, not stealing or doing something that hurts someone else. Number 5, right livelihood, choosing work that does not cause harm. Number 6, right effort, releasing negative thought patterns through mental discipline. Number 7, right mindfulness, remaining rooted in the present, rather than trapped in past regret or future worries. And number 8, right concentration, practicing meditation to cultivate inner peace. My heart is full, knowing that in a world besieged by violence, so many people are choosing peace. When we elevate peace within our own hearts, it ripples outward across families, communities, and humanity itself, dispensing fear, grief, and hatred. Though we cannot see emotions with our eyes, they are as real as gravity. As I remind myself every morning, I am the keeper of my body and my mind. I choose what to let in. What we choose to feel matters. And what we choose to cultivate expands through emotional contagion. Take a moment now and ask yourself, what emotion am I radiating? So thank you for listening to that. If you have questions, comments, please leave them down below. I would also invite you, if you are interested, to sign up for my weekly peace intention sessions. We meditate for a very short period of time, less than 30 minutes, together as a group, intending for peace or focusing on loving kindness. And it's a way to have that discipline in your life where once a week you are going to sit down and you're going to spend some focused time on peace and compassion. You can find out more by visiting my website, carolynpitts.com, and click the link on Intend for Peace. Thank you again. Have a beautiful day. And remember to intend well.